We are here today with Joshua Zamora. Joshua, welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Always great to be here.
Today, we're going to be talking about something that, again, we seem to always be talking about AI on the show. However, this is a product that is going to actually use AI kind of as our worker, as it should be. It's not something that necessarily is going to replace us, but it's something that's going to go out there and save us a ton of time and potentially make us some money. So I'm going to read off the headline that you have on the sales page for this. It says, AI finds, trains itself on, and closes $500 to $1,000 clients for you in any niche and or location. So bring us into this. What's this all about, and why should we be excited?
Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that we've been really excited for because, as you said, AI is everywhere now, and now being able to leverage that AI to do specific tasks for us is what's really exciting. Okay, because there's so many cool things that AI can do. It's just kind of guiding it to do that for you, and that's what we've done with this platform for decades now, being able to find leads and using lead finders has been very popular for, a ton of people use it all the time to grow their agencies, get clients, all of that. But now with the power of AI, we've been able to take it a step further. And instead of just being able to find a bunch of leads, we have built a platform that allows you to find very specific leads that actually have issues with their online presence. So when you know exactly what these businesses need done, it makes it a lot easier not only to show that to them, but for you to be able to know what to offer as a service to those clients. Because for the longest time, again, with those regular scrapers, you're just gathering a bunch of leads
Mhm.
and pitching a very general service. And obviously, a percentage of those will turn into clients. But now, when you can show these clients, hey, look, this is what's holding you back right now from getting more leads, more traffic, more calls. We can get that fixed for you right away, and that's what we've been able to create. We've created an AI platform that not only finds the leads for you, but it trains itself on those leads. Then it goes ahead and identifies the most critical issues that those businesses are having, and then it will actually put together an outreach email for you that you can send to those clients. And in there, it'll also include, what those issues are that you found. And if you wanted to take it a step further, you can send them a full PDF report that outlines everything for them. So we've made it very simple and easy to not only find leads, but to get leads and get clients that actually have issues in their business.
It sounds like in the past, like everything that you just explained there, and it was a lot, that in the past, if you wanted to do what you just said, you would have to have like a full-time either employee or set of employees going out there and finding these clients. And even if they were using some kind of other lead scraping software to do it, even if they had the power of some software, they would have to find those leads, analyze those leads, find out what their problems are by looking at like all the different things, like how can we actually help them? How can we what are they going to be willing to pay us? What's their pain points? And what are they going to actually going to want to pay us for? And then after they've done that, like that's just one thing, being able to pitch them on exactly what they're going to want in a personalized way. And it sounds like it does it quite specific to each lead and not just a generic form like I see that you need SEO on your website or something. It sounds like it's a lot more specific like that. This kind of a skill, and like I said, even if you were using some other form of software, I mean, you'd have to hire a whole team to do that for you. So now the average person can kind of act like they've got a whole team working for them using the power of AI. And I always say AI is not yet replacing us. AI is really it's a virtual assistant or even an army of virtual assistants that everyone has access to now if you're able to do it. Now, if you go out there and you try to do this manually, it's going to be impossible. And I know that you have software developers that are able to actually take this AI power and bring it in and turn it into something that's actually quite useful. If you want to, Joshua, I know that you guys are going to be doing a webinar on the 1st of July at 10 a.m. Eastern. You can correct me if I'm wrong there, but I believe it's at 10 a.m.
That is
Eastern.
correct.
And so for anyone that wants to see like a full walkthrough, full demo, full everything, be able to ask Joshua questions. And I already know what Joshua's going to say. He's going to, we give away prizes, we give away money. I know
I get excited.
I know what you do on these. But I was wondering if you could just do a quick little sneak peek. Anyone who wants to sign up for that, I'll have a link for that. You can sign up and get in on the discounts and bundles and all that stuff. But can you just show us a little bit inside? I think it's going to be much easier for us to understand it like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So let me go ahead and share my screen. And you definitely made some great points there about being able to find leads that you know what to pitch, because that's the biggest thing. Just like this, here's a quick example of one since I have it here open on the screen already. But this was one that I found. This leads last time they posted any content on their website was back in 2017. They haven't claimed their Google listing, and the version of WordPress that they're using is over just about to be over a year old. So these are some pretty big hurdles that this business might not even know about. Okay, they might not even know that they have an unclaimed listing. Okay, and just by claiming it, optimizing it, adding some pictures, getting some reviews on it, just that alone can instantly get them a lot more traffic, instantly boost up their rankings, and just with that alone. Okay, and then not to mention that you can help them start kind of refreshing their website to be able to get that higher ranked as well. Here's another one where they have website connectivity issues. Okay, so it might be loading slow, there might be just completely offline. They have no social media profiles, which in 2025 is should not be happening. Okay, everyone should be leveraging social media to get more reach, get more clients, all of that. And then look at this here, this an attorney's website as well. Over 4,256 days old of the version of WordPress they're using. So they're using WordPress back from 2013. So big security issues there. This landscaping business, same thing, website connectivity issues, no social media profiles. And here they have an SSL certificate, but they haven't set up to default to the actual secure website. Now, anytime you see this, this is a big one because if someone goes directly to the non-secure version, um, it's going to show up that warning message. Oh, this
Mhm.
website is not secure, and a bunch of people are going to bounce right off of that website. All right. And then this one here, I believe this was a dog groomer, mobile dog grooming service. And they have some sort of also online shop that they have. This is completely offline, this mobile groomer. So I don't even think they realized it because their regular domain also is running an extremely old version of WordPress as well. And they have no social media profiles, which to me, as a mobile groomer, is literally shooting, yourself in the foot because people love dogs, they love animals, and just being able to take before and afters and posting them on social media, that alone will get you a lot more clients. So those are the kind of things that Agency Valet allows you to find is those types of clients that have those issues, and it takes 2 seconds to run a new search. So here we can do something like guitar lessons as an example, and we'll do, I don't know, we'll do New York as. And here you can type in any city in the world, any country in the world, and run a search. Obviously, you want to do it, a little bit more localized to a specific city,
Mhm.
but you can do a whole state or anything you want as well. So we'll do a standard search. We'll hit start search. And then this does take about It can take between 5 to 15 minutes,
Okay.
depending on how many leads it's going to find, because not only is it going to find those leads, but it's going to train itself on those leads. Then it's going to identify all the issues for those leads. So it does take a bit of time to get that processed. And you can see if I expand this, all the different types of searches that you can run. So I've done Taekwondo school, plumbers, church, landscaping, roofer, junk removal, property management, mobile IV therapy, which is growing rapidly here in Miami. Everyone comes here to party and then they call a mobile IV therapy person to get over their hangover quicker.
Do people actually
Attorney,
do that?
yeah,
Really?
it's a huge growing business here,
Oh, geez.
especially in like in the downtown area. That's why I put it in downtown.
That's funny.
And it's called Brickell and the beach area because tourists come down, they're here for maybe a week, they party and they want to be able to keep partying without spending 2, 3 days hungover. So they get an mobile IV guy to come out and help them out. It's also big in Vegas and a lot of the party cities.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's a big growing business. But here are some other ones: attorney, barbershop, ice cream, property management, smog testing, dentist. So you can literally run this for everywhere. Okay, and you can see the places that I ran too. I ran one here for Istanbul since you're here. I know you're out there in Turkey. Math tutor in Istanbul, New Orleans, Savannah, Mexico City. And let me go into this one here, the property management in Cleveland. And here's all the leads that are found for this particular search. Okay. You can see it'll give you the name, the website, the email address, the physical address, the phone number, and then here how many problems it found for that specific business. So if I open this up here, it'll give you the general information here. You can pull up the problems here, which will show you this business was last updated back in 2017, an unclaimed Google listing, and over a year old for that WordPress. And if I come here, you can also, if the open up the filters, here you can filter out by exactly what you want to find. So one of the big bonuses that we're offering is being able to find businesses with unclaimed Google listings. So if I just turn that on, click apply. All right, boom, right away you have these three clients that you can reach out to, let them know, hey, you have an unclaimed Google listing, plus your website has some issues loading. And then if you want to take it a step further, we also have this option here that's called a deep audit. This is one of our upgrades
Okay.
where you can analyze the website. And what's going to happen is now it's really going to put this business under a microscope and show you every single issue that is going on their website that's keeping them from getting more business. And it looks like I may have to refresh here, right? Because that analysis didn't go through. But let me see if I can do it with another one. Here I am, and I think this is a mechanic search that I did. All right, but there it's going to go ahead and analyze that business there. And again, it's going to bring back all the issues that it has. And to start right away with this business, they're using a free email address. All right,
No,
so
no.
this tells me that number one, this is most likely going to go directly to the owner of the business.
Hmm.
Number two, they probably don't know how to set up a professional looking website with their domain name. All right. And they're running a very old WordPress as well. And they have no social media. Okay. So again,
There's just so many things. It's almost like where do you start with helping them? Because they obviously need help. They're busy. That's the thing. Is these people with these businesses, they're busy running their businesses. They don't know about this social media stuff. I mean, they know that they probably should have an Instagram account. They know that they probably should have a Google listing, and they probably have gone online and tried to set it up after work one day, and then life got in the way. They got a call to do some more work or something, and they just don't have time to do it. They don't live in the internet marketing world that you and I do, and most people watching right now. We see all these different products that come out. We saw all these trainings and software. We know what all this is about. They have no idea. They don't have time, and they want to pay people to fix that for them.
exactly. Yes. And the thing is, Number one, that like you said, a lot of these people they're too busy running their business and actually having to worrying about their online presence. Number two, many of them don't know what's keeping them from getting more business.
Yeah.
All right, they think they have a website and they set up a website maybe 10 years ago and they're like, oh, perfect, I have have an online presence. And number three, they just they know they need help, but again, they're so busy with their business that they don't even want to, start looking into someone to help them. So
Can I
if
interject one
you,
more time with you? And something just came to me as well that I thought you did a really good job with, is that the things that you're looking for, it's not just like little fixes to the websites that's going to make them look prettier or something like that. These are metrics, these are problems that directly can equate to more customers and more sales. If your website is down, then you're not going to be getting customers to it. If you don't have social media presence, if people are looking for your Instagram or something to contact you and send you a message, because that's what people do now. People use Instagram a lot for messaging. They're not going to be able to, you're going to lose out on that lead, lose out on that customer. Other ones there as well. Like if you don't have your Google listing there done, your Google Places or Google Local, whatever it's called that nowadays, that if you don't have that there, you're losing out on customers. So the sale on this to them, just it makes sense. Like you are right now, you are losing customers, you are losing money, you are losing leads by not doing this. Anyway, that just came to me.
Exactly. No, you hit the nail on the head there. These are issues, these are hurdles in the way of their online presence that directly lead to more sales in their business. That's the beauty of this. You're not just pitching random services. You're telling them, hey, look, your WordPress is very old. There's a good chance you can get hacked, and then your website will be completely down, and you'll have a bunch of Chinese stuff, showing up on
I mean,
your
that's the only
website.
one that might be a harder sell is like your
Yeah,
WordPress is old. But again, like you just said, if I've had my website hacked before, I would be surprised if you've never had a website
I
of yours
have.
hacked. Okay.
Yeah,
So I lost Mike for Maine and I'd start over again years back. So it's happened to me. So that kind of a thing would scare a customer. They don't want to have to do if they have any kind of an online presence, they don't want to have to do that all over again. So that's again relates to sales.
absolutely. And look here, this is what the deep audit is showing, where the website seems to be loading slowly. All right,
Important.
the above the fold image appears unoptimized. Okay, so that even makes it even worse, and probably why it's loading slowly. They probably have a huge image above the fold that is not optimized, and it just makes the website load really, really slowly. And then here we have a whole check when it comes to accessibility. So issues that affect users with disabilities or mobile usability. And there's been several products that have been released specifically that help websites to be able to be more, more compliant with users with disabilities. And then down here, you have SEO issues. So the page lacks a meta description tag summarizing the content. Security issues. Obviously, we mentioned that already, the WordPress not being up to date. And then professionalism and trust. So the contact form submits to a free Gmail address rather than a business domain email. All right. Um, so once you have this, you can generate a PDF report and select what you want included in that PDF report. All right. And then it'll generate that for you that you can send out to that potential client. And then one of the upgrades is going to allow you to actually brand this with your own branding. And then it also generates a web version of it. So you can send that out as well when you come here to the outreach email. Here is where you can have the AI write all of those the outreach email for you that includes some of those issues that it found. All right, and then you can include again, you can choose to show all the issues that it has. All right, so we'll do the contact form one, and then the slow loading website. All right, because again, those are all things that directly lead to loss of sales. But like, hey, your website is loading slowly. If it takes more than, 5, 6 seconds for your website to load, someone is not going to sit around and wait for that. They're going to bounce right off of it. All right. So things like that directly affect their pockets. And then here, the tone that you want the email to be written in, you can type in any tone that you want, any language that you want, your sender name, your email, your phone number, and then here's where you can include the audit URL if you'd like to in the email. So I'm going to click Generate Outreach Email, and then within a few seconds, this email is going to be written for me. And like you said at the beginning, this is a very personalized and specific email that talks about the issues they are having
Mm.
on their website. It's not some random email that's being sent out. It mentions their business name, their website, the exact issues that they're having. So it says here, I noticed a few opportunities that can enhance your online presence to attract even more customers. For instance, your website could benefit from a few updates to improve its loading speed and security. These improvements can ensure visitors stay engaged and feel confident in reaching out to you. Also, using a personalized email address would add a touch of professionalism that potential customers look for when choosing services. It helps build trust, which is so vital in any business. So again, you are telling them these are things that are preventing you from getting more business. All right, so you can tell the business owner receiving this can tell that there was time spent doing some proper research on their
Doesn't say dear
on the
business
business.
owner, and then some random things there. It's like real things that they have issues with, and they might even be aware that they have it. They might be aware that if you put that they need a Google listing, like they might have said, okay, I do need to do that. I haven't gone to that. Maybe this guy can help me.
Exactly, and then when you include the full PDF report or the URL, if you include the audit URL, that's going to make it show them even more. Wow, this guy actually spent time researching my business. Okay.
Cool.
So that is pretty much how you can come in here and quickly find businesses of all types. And then another thing you can do is you can get very specific with what you want to find. So let's say you can use this just as a regular lead generator as well. So if you go apply, I just filtered out businesses that actually have email addresses. So if you want to reach out to them in a mass email and offer some, more general services. You can also just filter out businesses that have physical address. So if there's anyone that does mailers to local businesses
Mhm.
offering services, you can do that. And then you also can do the same thing with phone numbers. So if you're the type of uh, person that likes to just pick up the phone and call people and tell them, hey, look, I was just on your website. These are the few things that I found. All right. Another thing you can do is, like I said, you can come down here and filter out by just the specific problems. So if you want to find users that are just using a free email provider, that have no social media, that have the unclaimed Google listing, you'll be surprised how sometimes you'll find businesses that don't even have the domain registered at all. So they'll have something out there that says that it's their domain name, but they never even registered it. Um, and then here you also have HTTPS not being the default, which again reflects that warning message when users try to get on there. And then
Mhm.
people that have just completely invalid SSL certificates. And these are also kind of things that you can quickly fix yourself. It's kind of like that story where, the guy comes over and then to help someone out, he turns one screw and charges them like $100,000 or something like that. But his response is, "Hey, why did you charge me so much for like 5 minutes of work? It's because I knew what screw to turn, you know."
Yeah.
So
And a lot of these things, like some people might know how to do some of these services, and maybe some of them they don't really understand, which is fine. And if any of these things are usually stuff that you can usually easily learn how to do, even just by Googling it on YouTube or something. Like they're
exactly.
things that aren't that actually hard to fix, but again, these businesses, they don't have the time. Maybe they just don't understand any of this, and they would rather just pay someone else to do this. Now, for getting paid for something like this, Joshua, in your experience, what do you recommend? Do you recommend setting up like a one-time thing, getting paid for like billing them via PayPal or credit card? What do you recommend for that?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, my recommendation is so these problems that you find here, these will be things that you can do quickly. So these I would do it as a one-time payment, gain their trust, remove these initial hurdles in their business. So if they haven't updated their content in a while, all those quick things that you can do quickly, charge them a one-time payment, earn their trust, remove those hurdles. Once all those hurdles are removed and they're optimized properly for to finally move forward, then you can go ahead and offer ongoing marketing services. So once you get all these things squared away, you can be like, all right, look, now that we have your website fully optimized, we can go ahead and start
Yeah.
doing some continuous SEO, or we can start doing some continuous social media marketing, or we can start doing some continuous paid traffic if they have a bigger budget. So that's how I would approach it. I would solve
You
these
earn their
quick.
trust and you become their guy or gal, whatever, but you become their
Exactly.
person for doing this. They say, okay, this person actually knows what they're doing, and that's when things magic starts happening. That's when they start recommending you to their friends. That's when their friend says, "Oh, I got this problem with this." Oh, well, this Joshua guy, he reached out to me. I didn't know who he was, but he reached out to me and he fixed all my stuff here, and he's actually really great. I'm working with him now. If I can send him over to you as well, and then it's just like the word of mouth that just starts moving with that. Okay, so we've got the deal that's going to be coming on. We've got the webinar that people can sign up for. If you want to come back to me for a sec and just really quick talk to us about what's going to be in that bundle and again why they should attend that webinar.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the bundle, we're going to be able to obviously offer all of the upgrade options that they'll be able to get. So they're going to be able to run the searches just like I did, be able to find all the problems, those critical problems that people have. They're going to get the upgrade where they're going to be able to go deeper into that actual business and analyze and put them under a microscope and just get all the more in-depth issues that they have. They're also going to be able to unlock our we have two search modes. We have our standard mode and then our in-depth mode. So the in-depth mode brings back a lot more businesses per search than the standard mode. So they're going to be able to get that. And then on top of that, we're also going to have rebrandable reports. So the report that has all the issues listed, they'll
Mhm.
be able to have their logo on it. They'll also be able to connect their domain to our platform so that when they send that outreach email, the domain of where the report loads on, if they want to use the web version instead of the downloadable version, that will show their domain on there instead of our domain. And then on top of that, they'll be able to get monthly credits to be able to continue using Agency Valet and always have access to it. And one big bonus that I always offer as well. Lately, one thing that I've been offering and our customers have been really appreciating it is free access to all the updates that we add. So I'm, a person that I really do appreciate when people reach out to me and tell me, hey, I would love to see this. Can you improve this? Can you add this? And we always take quick action on adding those updates, improving our platform. And we usually, usually give that access to just a specific group of people, let them use it and then test it. And then we'll usually release those as a future version. But bonus that I've been doing is people will be getting free access to those upgrades as well. So
Cool.
that's pretty much, I believe that there's a bunch of bonuses as well. Can't think of them on the top of my head, but on the webinar, I'll have a slide for everything so that I remember everything that they're getting. So make sure that you do join me on that live webinar.
Do you know off the top of your head how much they're saving if they get the bundle? Do you have any idea what that is?
Oh yeah, they're definitely it's definitely more than 50%
Okay.
because it will be a year it'll pretty much be a yearly package instead of in the funnel we do have monthly packages. So
Mhm.
definitely make sure that that you're there and it'll absolutely be at the very minimum 50% that they'll be able to save.
Joshua, again, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Is there anything else that we missed? Anything that you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
No, just make sure that you are on the webinar. I'll be able to, spend more time, answer questions, show a lot more stuff, show the white label stuff. We also have a sub users feature. I don't even, remember to mention where you can give access to VAs and have them be doing all the search for you.
That's
But
useful.
yeah,
That's definitely useful.
make sure you jump on there, and I'll cover absolutely everything when I have the slides to keep me on track.
Again, thank you so much for coming on and best of luck with your launch.
Perfect. Thank you.